with Young Voices, the conservative group Young Voices. Tahmineh Dehbozorgi is our guest. Joe Biden making threats to Israel. Man, I don't remember the last time Joe Biden made a threat to Hamas and demanded the hostages, Americans and Jews, be released, innocents be released. I don't remember last time Joe Biden was so vocal and in the news every single hour of all these threats he was making to Hamas. Oh, no, but he's definitely in the news making threats to Israel. Going to withhold a certain type of weapon if Israel goes in and tries to kill the rest of Hamas. I just want to get your thoughts on this, Tahmineh.
Thanks for having me. Well, as you mentioned, this has been rather unprecedented approach that President Biden has taken when it comes to our ally Israel. I mean, United States and Israel have a very special relationship when it comes to defense. And just to clarify, President Biden has said that they would not, the Biden administration would not stop the efforts to send weapons for Israel's defense. However, it would not give weapons to Israel to attack Rafah because the Biden administration is worried about, quote, international law. And it's interesting that usually that's not a language that the White House uses when it comes to warfare. I mean, international law is very generous when it comes to situations where a country is acting in self-defense, and Israel is facing a terrorist organization that has invaded its sovereignty. I think there is something beyond what meets the eye here. Congress has the ultimate power when it comes to approving weapons and aid to other countries because they have the power of the purse by the Constitution. And it sounds like the Biden administration is rather trying to get something from Congress that Congress is probably not giving the administration right now. And the administration is therefore holding the aid to Israel hostage till Congress pretty much caves in. We don't know what that demand could be. It could be absolutely unrelated to Israel, but it sounds like there might be something behind the scenes between White House and Congress.
Every time I hear these reports coming in from Israel, how Hamas is embedded, these cowards are embedded with this population group. They keep saying it's about a million people. I just wonder if, I know that I suspect, I don't know. All I see is pictures and just people posting on social media and these write-ups from that region. It's so far away from the daily life of regular Americans, but I'm trying to apply some common sense here. I'm thinking United Nations, if they have boots on the ground, the Arab League or Arab nations who they profess all this support for the Palestinians, even people from Qatar, get some individuals, right next door, Egypt. I mean, where are these battalions of soldiers going in there and physically ripping these families, these innocents, these kids from the arms of Hamas, these battalions that are left that need to be annihilated, destroyed, obliterated by the Israeli Defense Force? They need to go in there, the Arab soldiers, United Nations, go in there and rip these families and kids away from Hamas and put them in a safe zone that I know Israel has provided a safe zone for them. I don't see any of this moving forward, and it complicates matters because Hamas is hanging on to these families because that's their shield, that's their cover, these cowards, that's what they're using. And I don't know why international press and media, they don't call for something like this.
Yeah, and it's rather unfortunate that, as you've seen in the past week, there are a lot of protests on college campuses. In campus, at least on my college campus at George Washington University, there were a lot of outcry against Israel. And the one thing I still yet to see in their protests is how much they actually care about civilians, because none of the messaging is around, oh, we actually want to protect innocent life, and, this is not a war that anyone wants, and let's release the hostages or anything like that. It's all about anti-Semitism, anti-Israel sentiments. And I think it's really making its way, unfortunately, to the White House policymaking, because the Biden administration is relying on the voting bloc in Michigan. Most of them are Arab Muslims that have been criticizing the Biden administration over its support for Israel. And on the other hand, we see that, well, Biden is actually not doing enough to support our allies. So it's been a lose-lose situation for the White House. On the other hand, we see that right a day before the Biden administration announced it would withhold weapons from Israel, they also issued sanction waivers to allow arms sales to Qatar and Lebanon, which is very hypocritical.
Thank you for the call, Tahmineh. Appreciate you. From conservative group Young Voices, Tahmineh Dehbozorgi.